tell me because that was your favorite year because you did get engaged. Now, if they tell me your husband is handsome, correct?
He is so
He is
handsome. His
very
name's
handsome. I
Nick.
can tell he's very handsome, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I got lucky. We met at work and um,
It was
you
fate.
know.
It was fate. I believe it was fate. You didn't get lucky. It was fate. You guys were supposed to meet. You guys are soulmates, you
Oh,
know? That's how I
yeah,
feel. That's how I feel.
thank you for that. We actually are, I do as well believe that because we're both from Ohio and we met here in Nashville, Tennessee, and yeah, the
Is one
rest
of
is
you from
history. But
Kettering, Ohio?
no, he's from Middletown though, and that's
Okay.
very close.
My
That's
husband,
funny.
I was just asking because my husband used to live in Kettering, and the funny thing is,
Okay.
it's so funny. Y'all know ridiculousness. Tom Deerdeck, Rob
Yes.
Deerdeck, he lived in Kettering, Ohio, and I told my husband that, and he's like, I didn't find that out. I think until after my husband was gone because I was watching Ridiculousness not probably a few months ago. I'm like, oh my God, honey, he's from Kettering. And my husband's like, oh, nice. But my husband's
That's
already
hilarious
gone.
because we love ridiculousness.
I love Ridiculousness. It's so fun. It's different since Chanel has been gone, though. She has a new show. I don't mean to steal your reading, but she has
No, I love this.
Chanel West Coast or whatever. She has a new show of her own.
Oh, I
West
did not know
Coast.
that.
Yeah, this is the first season. I've been watching it.
Is it actually good?
It's a reality show, but it shows her. Oh my God, that baby is so cute. Oh my gosh, her daughter's name is Bowie. She's freaking so cute. And so
I love that name.
it's her own show. It's Chanel West Coast. It might be West Coast. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it is, but you can find it on MTV because the first year of this one. Her boyfriend's really handsome, and I think he's getting ready to ask her to marry him. But this is probably for last year or something. I don't know. So anyway, so I
Oh
just
my
thought I'd tell
gosh.
you that. So
I need to check it out.
it's a really
I
cute
need to check it
show.
out.
You know, I feel like Chanel left. I'm sorry, I don't mean that. I'm just we're talking about other things.
No.
I think she
No,
left
I love it.
Ridiculousness because when she got pregnant, she wanted to focus on that and her family. So I feel like that's why she stopped Ridiculousness. But I mean, she was on it forever.
I kind of feel like, and this might have just been the way that the TV show was intended, but I don't know that she got the respect that I felt like she deserved on that show.
She didn't, and
Maybe,
she was a big part of
yeah,
that show. I liked Chanel. Her laugh is just a crazy laugh. But she
contagious,
was.
yeah.
It's been different. I noticed it. I she was a big part of that show, and I just haven't really been watching it since we.
Yeah,
I watch it, but
yeah,
not as much as I did. They have nice guest hosts on there, but it's not been the same, honestly.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Still a good show, but yeah.
So I
I grew
just
up with like America's Funniest Home Videos, and like that was epic. And now it's like ridiculousness is kind of the modern day, but even now that's
do
getting.
you know who started the America's Funniest Home Videos, the original host?
Well, don't tell me. Hang on, because it was what's his face for the longest time, Carlton, right?
No,
Or
no,
no,
no.
when I
This
was
is
growing
before
up,
he. This was
shoot.
back in the '90s when you had to send in videotapes. It was Bob Saget. He was the original host.
Duh,
He did
yes,
America's Funniest Videos, but this is when you had to send in actual videotapes to the show.
yes, yes.
It
And
says to send your
nowadays,
tape into America's. That's so funny.
yeah. Yeah, well, and nowadays it's kind of, especially on ridiculousness, it's kind of questionable whether or not people, created the video or not. I think sometimes, but on America's Funniest Home Videos, no chance. I mean, that was all real live time happening.
Well, yeah, definitely, because everybody had a
Yeah.
video camera, so they couldn't really. I
Yeah.
mean, they couldn't really fix that. But now, with this all this AI stuff,
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
funny because
Very.
I had to block somebody on my WhatsApp that was pretending to be this prince person in Dubai that has 4 million followers on his TikTok. He's this prince something, and he sent me an AI video the other day. I'm like, nope. He was like, I was
No.
like, nope, nope.
So
It was
weird.
like
So
it was
scary.
like skipping. It was like making weird moment. I'm like, nope, fuck. I just blocked him. I
Yeah.
don't want to talk to anybody that I don't feel like is real.
Yeah. I feel like I have a good um intuition for the most part when it comes to certain things. Like I follow my intuition when I want.
Your gut will never let you down, my friend. I'm just telling you, gut will
Yeah.
never let you down because I heard this a long time ago. Your gut is your guardian. Now, this is what I've heard. Your gut is your guardian angels punching you in your stomach. Now, I don't know wholeheartedly believe that. It's just a very strong feeling, so.
No, I would agree with that. And I'm definitely a spiritual person. I'm definitely open to
My
receiving.
husband just gave you a compliment because he was a man. He just told me to tell you that he thought you were very pretty. I'm just
Oh, thank you.
Listen, he was a man. He still loved women, but listen, I know that he found other women attractive. That didn't bother me, but he never cheated on me. But he would find women pretty. We'd talk about it. I wouldn't care, but he just told me to tell you, honey, tell her she's pretty. I'm like, I will. So I just told you that's what he said.
Well,
silly.
that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's his year
I've
anniversary.
always struggled with that.
No, honey, no, let me look at I can't tell your picture, but you look beautiful to me. I mean, I don't like
Oh,
women, but I think they're beautiful. I mean, I'm not attracted to women. I'm just attracted to men, though.
yeah, yeah, same.
All right, we've talked
Same.
enough. I'm so sorry. Let's
I
start.
know, I'm so sorry. No,
No,
it's
it's
me.
my fault. I'm sorry.
I'm a talking tabby.
Me too,
No,
darling.
I think for me, I'm really just, I think originally, like, my first thought was, I'm so curious about what my um, fertility journey will be. We've always kind of like
3 kids.
pushed off.
3 kids.
Oh, well, that's the goal. I love that.
3 kids. You're gonna have
I'm
2.
nervous.
You're gonna have 2 girls and a boy. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, like, because I can tell the future. You're gonna have 2 girls and a boy. Now, I don't know if that could be regular. It could be adoption, fostering. Listen, I don't know. I'm just telling you, you're gonna have three children. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh, and I was nervous that
Wait
I
a minute.
was.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I think you're gonna get pregnant next year, darling. I'm just telling you.
Uh,
Are you guys
I think
trying?
we're not trying yet, but I'm one of 6, so I have reason to believe I might be fertile, but I don't know. My
No,
sister, she got pregnant really easily.
No, I think you're.
Um,
I feel like you're gonna get pregnant sometime next year, at least before the summer. That's how I feel, and I feel like
oh my gosh.
you're gonna have like a girl, boy, girl. I just heard girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Now you could have more than that. I'm just saying you can have at least 3 children. Listen. I don't know how I know this shit. I just know it. That's all I know.
Yeah, 3 is exactly what we were
Oh, that
hoping
is
for.
so
So
funny. Yeah, it's going to be girl, boy,
that's
girl. The
amazing.
order's going to be girl, boy, girl, my friend. I promise you. So in like 10 years, get back with me and you tell me the order of your children.
Oh, I'll keep you posted on all of them after they come.
Now,
I
I
it's
make a good godmother.
I love it. It's so interesting
I'm just
because
kidding.
my no, I love that. My my sister and I have always grown up so
Does your sister have 2
close.
children?
Yeah, she does.
Is it a girl and a boy?
Yeah. It's actually 2 boys.
Oh, 2 boys. Okay, okay.
Yes. And she, she went through a really horrible, nasty divorce. And my nephew, she got pregnant when she was 20. And so she was so young. And that was with a different guy that she had met. But then she met her husband, and he took her son under his wing, and they ended up having another baby. But they ended up going through a really nasty divorce. And so therefore
Aw.
my sister is kind of, she's always been the wanderluster. And I think she just feels like she missed out on everything in life. And so,
I can understand that because I was so busy raising my children since I was 19. And I feel like after my son graduated, but then no, my grandchildren started. So it's like, God damn. My son just graduated. My daughter found she was pregnant when I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought my days of raising children were over. They weren't. I've helped my daughter raise my grandchildren. So it's like, I'm at the point where I feel like my life is kind of just starting right now because like
yeah,
I've raised children for 34 years and I'm not even kidding either. I've raised
yeah,
children for 34 years, including 4 grandchildren. It's so
my
crazy.
goodness. And it's a beautiful thing for sure.
I
And
love them. I love them
yeah,
dearly. I do. It's just my
it,
daughter struggles a lot. She didn't pick the best men
yeah,
to have children with, so
yeah, I feel the same for my sister. And I think that was a big part that played us kind of waiting so long.
can I ask you,
'Cause
are you or your husband anybody been in the medical field?
we both work in healthcare.
Shut up, because I just
Yeah.
heard medical.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
We're
who is
both
it? Are you a nurse?
no, but I do work in the four walls of the hospital sometimes. I'm a project manager.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. It's
Yeah,
not.
but
Have you thought about going into radiology for some reason, or is your husband in radiology? I just heard about radiology. I don't know.
my one of our closest friends is going through radiology right now.
Oh,
So
so it's going through it, not actually. Wait, they have cancer.
she has breast cancer. Yes.
That's what I heard. So that's what
Yes.
I heard. Says that she. Listen, I didn't know this. They told me she has cancer. Listen,
I,
just because she's going through radiology doesn't mean she has cancer. I'm just saying, they told me
yeah.
that she has cancer.
Yeah, and we just got to be with her for a weekend a few weeks ago, and she's such a gem of a human, and I've always
I just
felt
heard
like I
she's going
needed
to
to be
be
a better
okay.
friend.
I think she's going to go into remission. I just heard she's going to be okay. So I
Oh,
think she's good.
amazing.
I think she's going to go into remission. That's what I feel.
That's amazing. We love her so much, and I don't know if you can feel her energy, but she
Is she
is
like
just,
33 or 34, your friend?
she's 32, I think. Definitely in her
I'm just
30s.
going to take it as a
Yeah.
win, girl. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
as you should. You're amazing.
I'm spot on.
I already knew that. I already knew that.
I
Um, but
do spot on a
I
lot.
guess
So
I just feel like thank you so much for answering those questions about our journey, and it's important that we have, you know, healthy, happy children that feel like
yes.
they're loved.
Um. Now I just heard January, so it's possible at the beginning of the year that you might get pregnant. I'm just saying it's possible. You guys might get a little bit kind of cozy at Christmas. You never know, girl. I'm just
Hey,
saying,
I'm
if you're not
taking
trying to
a
stop it, you never know. You might just. I'm just telling you. I know that you guys are going to have three children. I know that you will.
I love that. I guess just is there anything else that you feel for me just going into like I
I
said,
keep
I've
hearing
just
about your mom. Is she still alive? Isn't she your mom?
yes, I love
Is
my
there some
mom.
stuff going on with your mom? Because I keep hearing about your mom.
Always. I think I'm convinced she's gonna die of stress.
Because
There's just always
I
something going
feel
on.
like there's just I don't know why I feel like she has chaos in her life
Oh yeah.
because I heard mom and I didn't think she was dead first of all and I thought she was alive. But do you know if she's having any heart issues or heart problems?
Not that I know of or that she knows of,
I mean,
that's
it could be something in the
pre-existing.
future. I don't know. It could be something for her to look at. I'm just saying that I feel there's something that might come up with her with heart related stuff too. Listen,
Okay.
somebody asked me, I don't care. I'm not a doctor, so I can talk about medical stuff. I don't care. I'm not diagnosing your mom. I can't help it. I know this shit. A lot of
Yeah.
psychic mediums don't want to do medical because apparently it might come back and haunt them. If people might sue them. Listen, I'm so spot on about stuff that I can just I feel like that I can just talk about this stuff because I know the future and so I don't know if you watched my readings yesterday, but I had to tell this girl that how much time I'm pretty sure she had left and I broke down. I don't like having to
Oh.
tell people when they're going to she has this fatal disease and I'm like I didn't think she was going to live past 2 years.
Mm.
So that kind of stuff it really weighs on my heart. I hate telling people the truth, but I'm gonna because I hear what I hear. I have to say what I hear.
No, I appreciate it. I think my grandma, she has always had heart problems, and I'm pretty sure that's genetic.
It
And
is
with my
hereditary. I can see that being hereditary. I do.
yeah, yeah,
Who had the heart attack? Did somebody have a heart attack around you?
no heart attack around
Okay,
me, but like I said, my grandma, she's been in and out of the hospital with heart stuff.
is she in her 70s, like late 70s, early 80s? Your grandmother?
I think she's early to mid 80s.
I just heard like
I love my
83. I think
grandma.
she's around 83.
I love my grandma
Yeah,
so
she's
much.
good. She's a good woman. Good woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Now, does anybody in your family are they in the military by chance?
Not that I know, not well, my girlfriend who has breast cancer, she is military.
Okay,
She's
listen. As
military.
long as you can
Yeah.
validate it, I don't give a crap who it
Yeah.
is. As long as you can
Yeah.
validate it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
she's just one of your best friends, isn't she?
She is someone that is very close to me in my heart, and I always
Is
felt like I needed to be a better friend.
is she feeling sick a lot because of what she's going through? Your
Yeah, she
friend?
just finished chemotherapy,
I
and
heard
then
chemo. I heard
she,
chemo.
yeah, yeah, she finished chemotherapy, and now she's in the what do they call it? The radiology, is that what they call it, or is it the radiation
Radiation. Yeah.
therapy?
Okay.
Yes, and now
Um,
it affects her.
is it true that they caught it before it spread?
Yes, yes,
Because
they
because
did.
that's what I heard. I heard they caught
They
it before it
did.
spread. I don't know any of
They
this shit. I just
did.
tell you how it is.
It
Like I
was.
just
It was. It
thank
was
God. Thank God.
two.
Wait,
Yeah, it
was she
was
like stage one
two.
or something?
I think it was either stage 1 or 2. I
I'm
can't
feeling it
recall,
was
but it
between
wasn't
like
stage
I'm
0.
feeling like it was between stage one and stage two. And so
Yeah.
people don't understand this. I can do live reading people for live people is I can do readings for live people too, because I can do health questions or health stuff too. So I know when people have diabetes. Listen, I can't help that I hear this shit. It's not my fault that I can hear it.
Yeah.
If I hear something, I'm going to tell. Hear something, say something. That's my motto. Hear something, say something. No matter if it's bad news. And unfortunately, I've had to deliver some bad news over this whole year. I don't like it. I hate it. But I'm not gonna
Well,
not tell somebody
I
that I hear
cannot.
it.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying that I'm not gonna tell somebody stuff that I hear I mean, I am gonna tell something people that what I hear. I'm not gonna cover anything up because I'm not gonna take a chance to lose my gift. So I will always be open with this because it means that much to me because it just means so much to me that I can do. I'm starting. I don't want to cry.
Oh, I love it.
It just
You
means.
have such a good soul. You have such a kind heart.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just it means so much to me. It's helping me with my grieving with my husband, and I can talk to him every day. I will never do anything to gain anything for myself from this. I'm not going to try to win the lottery. I'm not going to try to do anything because I feel like they might take it away from me, and I don't want that to happen. So I will never do any. Damn it! I'm trying not to cry. Sorry.
I don't think they'd be. I don't think we could afford to lose you.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate
The human
that.
race.
Don't lose Michelle. Don't lose Michelle.
I think the only other question I think I have is just I've always had this burning question in the back of my mind, and I'm now 30 years old, and I don't want to get emotional, but I've never felt good enough, and I'm trying to understand where that stems from. I've been in therapy in and out 5 different
you
times.
sometimes I felt that way my whole life, and I've had to try to teach myself not to feel that way. I think sometimes we have internal stuff that we might not remember from our childhood. Maybe people making fun of us that maybe we don't remember when we were little. It's something I don't know why. And I know you don't have any logical explanation. It's just sometimes I feel the same way. Like everybody always tells me like how pretty I am, but I don't see it in myself. But a lot of people have told me that I'm beautiful. I don't see it in myself. I don't feel like I deserve people telling me that, but that's just how I am. we it's just something internal in us to we can't take compliments, or we can't, this is how it is for me, I just can't take compliments. I feel like I don't deserve them, and I don't know why, because I've never been a perfect person, mind you, but I've been a good person at heart. I don't know why. I think it's just something, we just feel like that for some reason. I don't think there's any way to justify why we feel like that. We just do. And no matter what somebody tells us, we just feel that way about ourselves. And I'm telling you
Yeah.
something, it could stem from a past life as well. Something that happened in a past life could have carried over into this life, because if you don't understand it, that's a possibility too.
Mm.
That some people might have
Ugh.
in a past life, somebody, and that's, I'm going to go with that, because I feel like nothing's major has happened to you. And I know that you've lived many lives. I can see those many lives, and I feel like you've developed and you've grown and all this stuff every time you come back, every time you're reincarnated. But I feel like in one of those past lives, there's just been stuff that's happened to you in the past that have just affected this life in some way. And I'm going to attribute it to that because I don't feel like anything bad has happened to you. It's just, it's something internally is off. But, you know, hopefully one day you'll get over that. And it just happens like me. For some reason, I don't know why. This is about how I feel like, well, I was actually bullied when I was younger because I was the first girl on my high school soccer team. I played soccer. I was the first girl that made the boys team. And there was this one kid, he died of a heart attack years ago. He got what was coming to him. His name was Tom. He used to call me Butch all the time, and it used to make me so, but I didn't let it get to me. But the thing is, like, I was bullied a lot too because I never thought I was the prettiest girl and I wasn't very outgoing. And, some people internalize what's wrong with them onto you. So
Yeah.
I never thought I wasn't really a bitch, butch, but not a bitch, not a bitch, a butch person. But he used to call me Butch. I'm like, dude, why? But he died many, many years ago from a heart attack. Listen, I feel like you reap what you sow. And I wholeheartedly believe in it. Karma is a real thing. What goes around
Yes.
comes around. And if you're not a good
Yes.
person when you're younger, I feel like it affects you when you're older. This is why a lot of good has come to me because I've always been good my whole life. I'm not bragging on myself, mind you, but I've always just been good my whole life. I never wanted to do bad. So I just feel like I really am not bragging on myself. I'm just saying I think I'm being paid back for
No, yeah.
all the good I did in my life, and now I get to do this and help more people still. So internally, I feel
Well,
like this is something else for you. This might be something that happened in a previous life that you don't have any clue about. And somebody might maybe made you feel so bad about yourself that you internalized it your whole life and you just didn't know it. And then it's carried over in the next life. Who knows? I don't know, honestly.
yeah. Well, that hit home for me. I've always felt like I've lived a lot of lives,
You
other
have.
than
You
just this one.
you've lived a lot of lives. I can tell that you've lived quite a few actually. What I'd call what you would call an old soul. I feel like I was very mature for my age. I feel like you were very mature for your age because we've both lived many lives. Hell, I was sister with Elvis back in the 1700s, so I know I've been at least, I was Elvis's twin sister. Say hi to Elvis Presley. He's been here with me for this whole year.
Oh
And
my God.
so that was validated by
That is amazing.
four other psychic mediums that have come on my page and seen Elvis. I didn't tell them he was here. They're like, Elvis is here. I'm like, yes, girls. So I was his twin sister back in the
That's
1700s.
amazing. I'm jealous of you.
And oh, I'm so jealous. I know people are jealous of me, but I can't help that. But the thing was, it was funny because I don't tell many people this story, but when I first found out Elvis, I was his sister. He's like, I finally found you. That's the first thing he told me when I put two and two together. He told me I was his sister. And then he said, I finally found you. My husband brought Elvis Presley to me. We had
Amazing.
no relationship to Elvis Presley whatsoever. None. None.
Oh my God.
He found Elvis after about
This is
6 weeks.
incredible.
So Elvis Presley, I used to fangirl him until I realized he was my brother, and I stopped that. I was like, he's my brother. I can't find him attractive.
That's
But
hilarious.
but
That's amazing. Well,
I hope for your sake that you realize you are enough, darling. You are enough. You just have to tell it. You have to do these self actualizations like I am enough. I have a man that loves me. You're going to have this beautiful family. I promise you, darling. You are enough, at least for your husband. You just need to be enough for yourself, my friend. That's what I see. You need to be enough for yourself, darling. Honey, you are enough. I love you to
oh,
pieces. You
I
are
love you. I
enough,
don't even know you, but
darling.
I love you.
I love you too, girl. Listen, you are enough.
Well, thank you so much.
Listen. I know this was more
Well,
talking than anything else. I'm sorry. It happens, But
no, I love it. I love it.
you have any more questions before we get off here, darling?
No, this was amazing and exactly what I was hoping for. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I honestly believe me, your friend's gonna be okay. She's gonna go into remission. I feel like within the next year. I think she this all the stuff she's gonna happen at the beginning of the year. I think she's gonna be in remission. So I see it.
Amen. Thank you,
Yay!
God. Thank you,
Listen,
spirits.
honey. Listen, you are.
Thank you so much.
Oh, honey.
I'll see you again.
Yeah, you are so welcome, and you are welcome to come back anytime, my darling. Anytime you want, just to visit or something, you know. And I appreciate you
I
following
will
me,
love
darling.
that.
Listen, keep your chin up. You got to tell yourself you are enough. You've got to break this cycle of feeling because you are enough, darling. You're a good human. You are a very good human. I can feel it in my bones. You are a good. You deserve everything that comes your way. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling.
Thank you,
Listen.
Queen. Bye.
Bye, darling. You take care of yourself. Okay.